Hello there. And there's probably not anybody. This is a super awkward angle. Here, I'll talk like this first. Welcome to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. We're doing a little live stream tonight. I am opening up and unboxing some of the mining gear that I just bought. These are older miner dude cases. I did a video opening one or two of them, but I figured there's more to do, and why not maybe hang out, talk with you guys a little bit, and open up some more of them, or crack open another one. So if you're seeing this after the fact, which you probably are, welcome. I don't do live streams often anymore, but I'm trying to get back into the groove of it. So we'll just set that right there. And for reference, this is a Miner Dude Pro Hasher X9. So this is a 9-card GPU mining case with an 1800 watt power supply. And these are gonna be, once I'm pulling all the cards out of them, these are going up on the website as well. So yeah, can you tell me why GPU mining is dead? I have so many GPUs I need to get rid of. Yeah, what's up, hobbyist miner? Why is GPU mining dead? I don't know, because it just doesn't. You can probably find certain GPUs to make money, but at a residential power rate, I mean, my rate right now is a little over 14 cents a kilowatt, and there's just not much that is even worthwhile for picking up. So great for the old YouTube algorithm though. Those catchy titles. All right, so what we got here is a rig of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5700 XTs, and these are the XFX. I believe these are the old thick boys. Those cards look interesting. Came in late. Yeah, so anyway, I got a hobbyist and everybody else that just came in. I bought a bunch of these systems that are all, somebody was just wanting to get out of mining, and everything was still, you call them thick. I know I'm a little thick, but he had all these still together. He hadn't broken them down or anything like that, and I honestly prefer that. It's always more beneficial for me to go and pick something up sealed, and not just in a million pieces. So that's where we're at right now. We got these old XFX thick boys. Let's pull these out and see. Looks like he said some of them he spaced out because he didn't want to remove the coolers. The one that I took apart earlier, he had full 9 cards in it, so he removed all the coolers, or all the cooling shrouds, and then he didn't keep the cooling shrouds. All of these are 5700 XTs. So let's pull one of them out and take a look at it, if we can. Yeah, there we go. What's your opinion? Oh man, I missed the chat on that one. Blow out the dust and grime. Oh, you ballin'. Yeah, we ballin' with these old GPUs. Somebody asked for my opinion on something. I apologize. I missed the chat. I'm doing a live stream off of my phone, so it is hard to keep up with everything. Ooh, look at that. Still got the plastic on them. Ooh, she's fresh. Ooh. Fresh. Okay. So these are big 5700 XTs. This is the 5700 XT XFX. Oh, these are the raw 2s. Are you selling them? Mark K, yes. So I am sponsored by myself, BC's PCs. If you go to www.bc as in Brandon Coin, so bc-pc as in personal computer.com is my website, and basically anything and everything that I show on YouTube now is I've almost fully transitioned into a store. So kind of been documenting that for people that aren't aware. But yeah, so these bad boys are definitely going to go up on the website. It's probably somewhere around like the 130 range, I believe. XFX is not my favorite cards, but I do have to say these feel good. I haven't had these in my hand. Wow, can you tell me more about these GPUs? I've never gotten into AMDs. 5700 XTs are now 2 generations behind. There was the 6000 and now the 7000 series. These are 8 gig, and I'm going to be honest with you, they don't make much money on very many algorithms, but these are still great 1080p gaming cards. So if you're trying to throw this in like a budget mid-level, I wouldn't even say lower end. It's, you know, slightly above lower end, but you know, like a flipper PC. These are a great GPU for a flip PC. So yeah, that's kind of my take on the 5700 XTs right now. XFX 6600 better. They're definitely more efficient for mining, but I think in like raw gaming performance, a 5700 XT still beats them out in like gaming performance. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I like AMD cards. They get a bad rap. Oh, there's like a horrible light glare right there. Hold on. See if I can fix that. Nope. Looks like I can't fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we got another one. Oh, it looks like the decal fell off of this one. So that's unfortunate. Definitely going to have to mark that one down. You know, maybe take a whole fiver off of this one. We still have the plugs in the slots where it's never been plugged in. So another XFX 5700 XT RAW 2. Lots of RAW cards up in here apparently. Whoever put these screws in to hold these GPUs in, they definitely put the strong arm on it. On the other case, I stripped out 2 of them because they were just in there like swimwear. And it looks like we have another RAW 2. Peeling the stickers off. This one still has both of the little decals on the fans. That's good. Nice. These are actually super clean for being in a miner case. Apparently all of these systems were hosted in a facility, so I imagine that would be a better situation than them sitting in somebody's like dusty garage. All right, this one is a different one. Let's see what this one is, guys. That screw doesn't want to come out either, so we're gonna have to break out the pliers. Well, it's fighting me. There we go. She's turning now. Ta-da. Broke her loose. What was the original retail value and when was that GPU debuted for sale? Original value on 5700 XTs, I want to say somewhere in the 200 range. And they're a couple years old. Hi, Brandon. What's the best mining rig you can put together with what you have in store for $1,000? Right now, I have a lot of AMD cards, but they're mostly older stuff. So it's like 5000 series and down. All the 6000 series pretty much doesn't last. It sells right away because it's, you know, a lot more efficient. If I was going to recommend anything from the store, I'd probably lean towards the 3060 Ti's or the 3070s. They're still fairly relevant on a lot of algorithms, but I don't know. It's hard to recommend anything for somebody getting into mining because mining just doesn't make much money anymore. GPU mining specifically. Hence the title, you know, GPU mining is dead. Obviously it's not dead. You can still do it, but yeah. So, okay, we have an MSI. This looks like this is a mech card, and famously these mech cards have horrible fans. So the back fan, good to go. That front fan, she's locking up. So definitely gonna have to take a look at that. I just bought a box of fans the other day. This is another 5700 XT. Let me see. I think I have a replacement fan for this card. Let me go grab that box real quick. Alrighty. So I have bundles and bundles of fans. I mean, look at all these fans. These are all replacement fans. Most of the fans you can pop off and put mineral oil on in the bearing and bring it back. Yeah, that's true. I could. I think you had told me about that, Frankie. That's probably a good idea. Or I could replace it because I got new fans. Have you ever bought 3070 Ti to 3080? Have you ever bought a Have I ever bought them from my store? I've sold them. I haven't actually bought anything from my store. Um, yeah, Frankie, I just prefer to replace them. That's why somebody sold me this, and it was like each one of these packages is 3 different fans. Are they too risky because they're higher price? Rambler. No, I do sell them. They just don't stay in stock very well. And I have it set on my store that if an item is out of stock for longer than I think it's 5 days, it automatically hides it. But I have sold 3080s, 3090s, 3070 Ti's, all kinds of stuff like that. The only thing I have not delved into is I haven't sold any 40 series stuff because I can't get my hands on it for a reasonable price because it's still too relevant. As for AMD, I've done a lot of 6000 series stuff. Not very many 6900 XTs, but a lot of the 66 and 6700 XTs. A couple of the 6800s. Let's see. I think one of these guys would work. And as for risk, I mean, it's just selling in e-commerce and retail. There's always a risk. I've had a couple of chargebacks. I've been stiffed out of some money, but you kind of learn. You learn the way of the lands, and I have the fraud protection turned on, so it does give me a lot of warning. This is actually a Gigabyte fan, but it uses the ever common triangle pattern, and I believe these cards are a. It'd be funny. I put a Gigabyte fan on this MSI. Yep, and these cards use the triangle pattern as well. So the only thing I do to make sure is that the cord is correct. Let me see if I have any other kind of fans that are not Gigabyte. Hello there, Gaming with Smokey Dan. Fancy seeing you here, I know. Brandon, do you want a cheap miner case? I think it's from Miner Bros. Yeah, message me. I'm down for picking up anything right now. If you have gear you want to get rid of, sell, anything computer related, whether it be gaming, office, mining, you can message me or you can text the office cell phone number. Both of those are listed on the contact page for bc-pc.com, or the email is down below in the description. I'm digging through here, seeing what other fans we have. This one is... What fans are these? Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, guys. Oh, buying a box of random fans. I text the office phone number, sir. Thank you. Timothy, thank you. I will get back to you here in a little bit with that. But look at that. We have an MSI fan, and I think it's actually... Yeah, so it's got the little divots on it, so it matches that. That's awesome. So we have the correct fans. So I'm going to set this with the fans over here to the side, so that way I can mess with that later. Any Zotac LOL, those fans. Yeah, Zotac fans are horrible, and I'm gonna be honest, just looking through here roughly, I don't think there's any Zotac fans in here. I'm not sure though. There's a little bit of everything. This was a good buy, 100%. Like, look, we got an Asus fan right there. That's a ROG Strix fan. This, buying a box of assorted fans, I don't remember what I paid for it, but I figured if I could fix, 1 or 2 cards, it would make up for it. The new bench looks to be working great. Yeah, because they're all used up. New England Crypto, yes. This is the new at-home bench, so that way I can work while I'm at home, because everybody needs to work while they're at home. Nobody needs to take a break from work. That's ridiculous. So, starting to just process and go through different things. Let's get this screw off here, because this one was starting to strip. Sorry, headphone users. There we go. Got her broke loose. Twist her right out of there. Yeah, you can rest and sleep when you're dead. Absolutely, Mr. Smokey Dan. See, you know what's going on. So, all right. We got another. Oh man, that one has it's missing the little thing as well. And I was looking, they're not down in here, so I don't know. I guess these have probably been replaced. Sleep in 10 minutes. Frankie 2 times. Well, if you got to leave in 10 minutes, I appreciate you coming out, as always. And so, yeah, these are cool looking cases. These are older miner cases. See, Miner Dude. They have, let's see here, video, Ethernet, USB on the front, 1800 watt, it's the high voltage, so 200 to 240 volt power supply. It will not run off 110, or at least it doesn't say anywhere on their documentation it'll run off 110. And then on the back right here, I don't know if you guys can see this, it actually has video, Ethernet, and USB on the back as well. So it doesn't matter how you set up your configuration, you could have video and Ethernet on both sides. I thought that was cool. It does support up to 9 GPUs, but obviously you're limited to your 1800 watt power supply. There we go. I can actually see myself now. So you're limited to that 1800 watt power supply, and yeah. Now I do have multiple of these that are. Hey Brennan. Yes. Okay. So I'm getting some of those text messages in. You may need to replace the fans, as I think those are a batch that had fan issues. Gaming with Smokey Dan. Are you talking about the Miner cases, or are you talking about the GPUs? Yeah, I don't know. These fans seem to be fine. I did power up 2 out of the units. Yes, the case. Okay, so may end up throwing power on these just to double check. These are officially licensed. These are 12 volt 1.2 amp fans. Oh man, I'm getting lots of text messages right now. Boom, boom. I just got 5 more text messages. I will get back to those messages after I'm done with this live stream, which is not going to be much longer. I'm going to go ahead and cap this case up and put these screws back in there. And I do have brand new sealed Miner Dude Pro hashers, which are these X9. So those will be going onto the website as well as the used ones. And I think I had mentioned it on the video, which you guys haven't seen that video yet because I haven't edited it or put it up yet. I do have the original packaging for the Miner Dude cases. I think the issue is worked for a set, then died, but hopefully yours is fine, easy to replace. Yeah, so these were originally hosted at the Miner Dude facility. So the guy that I bought them from, he said a couple of them had issues, but they were all fixed, and they were hosted at Miner Dude. Don't sell my new CPU and RAM. No. I haven't got it out. New England. We had some family stuff again come up today, so I wasn't able to actually even make it into the shop at all, unfortunately. But I have there's 2 of the kits right here. I think you needed more. I don't remember, but I've the 2 kits of RAM right here, and then the CPU sitting. I brought it home so I could just pack it all up and get it out tomorrow. No problem, man. Sorry to bear with you and keep you waiting on that stuff. But yeah, so everything was replaced with Miner Dude components, which everybody knows is Octominer components. I even saw there's some Octominer labeling underneath some of these Miner Dude labels, which I don't know what kind of arrangement they have worked out, but I guess it works. So, and these were used all the way up until the merge. So, yeah. And then he turned off his hosting and had them shipped back, and they were shipped off in the original packaging, which I do have to admit, the packaging for these, very nice, big, huge boxes, like probably 25% bigger than the case, and then they did foam around the whole thing. The Black Miner Dude cases I've seen are slick looking. Yeah, the newer stuff, man, they're really nice. They're getting a little up there on price, so this will be your good budget-friendly option if you want to get into a. Frankie, have a good night. I appreciate it. If you want to get into a Miner Dude case on a budget, so let's get this one plop back together. There we go. Some screws up. The 8 GPU Octo here at one place in the UK wants $1,200 for a new one. Holy smokes. So I'm not 100% on the pricing for these yet. The ones I think I'm right at $350 for, and the new ones I'm gonna be at $500 for. I think that takes care of me. I make a little bit because I did have to buy it all. So there's that. Some people seem to think that I can just give stuff away, and unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not that stable. I'm not that blessed in life to be able to just give stuff away yet. I'm not saying it won't happen one day, but yeah, there we go. So I think 350 is fair for a used one, and then 500 is fair for a brand new sealed new in box. Like it's I think he had the original invoice for them, and they were a little spendy at one time. New England Crypto. What's up, bacon, eggs, and hash? Got to make sure you're not losing money working 24/7 with no breaks. That is true. Very fair. Heck yeah. Yeah, I like to see I'm very comfortable with pricing GPUs because I sell a lot of GPUs. Like we're always turning GPUs coming in, GPUs going out. And I'm very confident whenever I give people estimates and quotes and like, oh, you know, we'll buy out your farm, blah blah blah. But when it gets into like cases, I'm just not super experienced with all the cases because there's been so many different companies pop up over the years and so many different case configurations that, you know, some of these cases are worthless. And let me show you one. And I messed up buying this one. I admit it. I admit it. I absolutely should not have gave him that much money, but it is what it is. So this guy right here, this is one of those cheap Chinese knockoff. It's, you know, thin metal. It has one of the CPUs that has a passively cooled heatsink in the middle, and then it's got 4 PCIe slots and then 4 PCIe slots. So it's an 8-card board, and you're like, oh, that's great, that's great. But it doesn't have a solid place for the power supply. So I looked up online, and a lot of people like wedge it over here to the side, but then I don't know how you get all the GPUs to fit in there with the power supply. So realistically, this is more like, you know, a 7-card GPU mining rig. And then this CPU, it works great as long as you don't mine on it, which I know people are like, oh, don't mine on your CPUs for your riserless boards, you know, because it's not worth it. They only get like, you know, a couple hundred hash. I like mining on mine. I do. So whenever I booted this guy up and I threw my USB to have it load onto Hive, that flight sheet for that USB had a mining program to run, I don't know what it was, RandomX for something on Unmineable. But anyway, that CPU instantly got super hot because that passively cooled heatsink does not do a good job of keeping it cool. Got super hot, boom, thermal shut down. And then I thought like, oh, what's wrong with this thing? It's just running like crap. I don't know. I don't like this case at all. And then looking them up online, oh, that's another thing. So the fans are 12 volt, 0.3 amps. So significantly weaker fans. They're smaller. It's just there's a lot of details that you got to look at. Doesn't have this, you know, handles. Also build construction. If I throw that one, it's crumbling. If I throw this one, something's getting hurt, and it's whatever it's landing on, because these things are pretty solid. Wait, hold on. There's no cards in it. It's still freaking heavy, but yeah, these guys are solid. So I like the construction on these. I also got in a Mystic Miner case. Well, I got in 2 of them. I already sold one. I have 1 left. I kind of want to keep it. Are you guys familiar with Mystic Miner? Please hit the like to support. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. New England. So the Mystic Miner case is probably one of the heaviest cases I've ever had my hands on. It's even thicker than this Miner Dude case, and it's huge. It's massive. Here, I'll take you guys over there so we can take a look at it together. So I still have to go through. I've already gone through this one, and I went through this one, but let's see here. This one right here has 6 5700 XCs. That one has 5 5700 XCs. This one is empty, brand new in box, empty, brand new in box, empty, brand new in box, and empty, brand new in box. So we had 4 used and 4 new. But the Mystic Miner case is right here. And this is a big mama right here. So this is a 12 GPU It has a full size Intel socket, so you can actually change the chip out and go to a bigger Intel chip if you wanted to. 2 sticks of desktop RAM. Don't know if that runs in dual channel or not, but just a very impressive setup. Also, the power supply is a 3200 watt power supply. Obviously, you have to run that off of 220, 240 volt. You're not running that off a regular 110. But yeah, and also it's in, it's in like hot rod red, so it's hard to beat stuff that comes in hot rod red. But that case, so I sold one of them, and I'm thinking about keeping one of them. I don't know why. I don't need it. That's the problem here. So that is the problem about a computer. I would consider myself an enthusiast. No, maybe not an enthusiast. A hoarder, a computer hoarder. Can you show us the power outlet to run? Is it the same power outlet to charge a Tesla? Rambler, I'll check. I'll show you. I'd have to keep it. I wouldn't be able to sell it. Yeah, I know. So I hoard way too many things, and I see all these things, and it's like, oh, I got to keep that. Show us the power cord if you don't mind. I'm always curious. Yeah, let's see here. I think it takes... Boom. I don't know if you guys can see it. It literally takes a regular power cord. So it does not take anything special. But that's why you got to be careful. If you plug that bad boy in to a 110 outlet, you'd have a bad time. You're live. Do you ever sleep? Every now and then I take a nap. That's about it. I found one that will fit my BC250 12 USB mining board and 2 ATX power supplies. Oh man, I missed the comment. It went by too fast. Yeah, Rambler. So unfortunately, those power supplies don't take anything special, unlike these other power supplies that I have. Hold on. So these guys, these guys take, I don't remember what the designation is for, but it's a weird plug. And these are 2400 watt, and these have the 2 breakout boards on the back. So I still have a few of these left for sale on the website. And I think I marked them down to $50. So that's power supply, 2 breakout boards, but no power cord, because I ran